like to snowboard, mountain biking, rock climbing.
I play softball and just go to the beach.
Boogie board and bike and volleyball.
I just like to play sports in general.
I enjoy playing basketball.
Basketball.
I play basketball mostly, but now that I have a kid, it's just go to the playground.
I like going to the park and just playing with my nieces and nephew.
I like to be out in nature and go for walks.
I like to go for a walk as well. I enjoy nature and also hiking.
I recently got into zip lining. I'm really into doing like group exercise classes.
I enjoy traveling. I like to, whether it be to nature or going like on a trip to somewhere else, just experiencing culture and being with people.
So how can we enhance other people's lives? You guys talked about the good life and what it means to lead a good life in your paper 2. But in our field, how can we do that? What are some things we can actually do to have people have a better quality of life, a good life?
I feel when people are social, and they're out there having fun, the true person within comes out, and when your true self comes out, that's when you're going to be the most happy.
It's hard to, I guess, learn through experience if you're just inside watching TV on what's bad and what's good, and I guess making your decisions without experiencing them.
I want to either work in events or with wedding planning. I just want to be able, like with the events, I want to be able to bring about positive like memories and things that last forever.
I want to be involved in outdoor recreation. Since I love to hike and be out in nature, I want to protect these natural resources like parks, beaches, wilderness areas.
Therapeutic recreation. I want to be able to help people in spite of their disabilities and use recreation and let them know that they could still do what they love.
You're supposed to be with people and use things instead of use people and be with things.
And why is that so important? What have we learned, or what has some research told us why it's so important to be challenged? And what is actually going on in our free time? What do most people do in their free time? Are they challenged or not?
And most people now, their leisure time is really passive, like watching TV or doing that kind of stuff, and it doesn't actually help as much as like active leisure.
Being a recreational therapist, and I just want to help kids who are like in rehab see their strengths instead of their weaknesses.
I would like to actually play basketball first, and in my future motivate and inspire young kids to be successful on and off the court through sports and being active.
I'd like to work in a park outdoors, anything to do outdoors. This way people could take it full advantage of what it has to give to us and preserve it for future use for our future family members.
Well, I like to work in the municipal park, try to make it more of a gathering place for kids to come.
My focus is on campus recreation. So I feel like a lot of people's leisure in college is not always the healthiest or the smartest things for them. And I think it's important to have people doing more positive things and building more of a community.
What I want to do is through events and like appreciation stuff is have group organized sports or have outings or just different events just to take them away from like the world of money and just make them realize that there's more to life than just money.
I grew up going to the park, so I would prefer if I end up being like a park director at an inner city park, or having grown up in that type of environment, I've seen that a lot of kids that don't have the programs that they need to become better people or make better choices.
It's kind of unsafe now well, that's like the belief in a lot of parents and society that society's not safe for kids to just go out.
And parents have this notion that the world's unsafe for their kids. The places where they're going to bring their kids are going to be to parks and to like gyms and recreational facilities, and with like our budget cuts and like the deficit going on right now, like a lot of the parks and recreational facilities are the things that are being taken away first because it's looked at to be not important, but in like it's probably the most important thing we need in society. So that's where like parks and like gyms and like baseball fields and soccer fields, that's where people are going to be able to get away from work, and that's where parents will be able to take their kids and stuff like that. So if kids aren't playing outside in front of their house on the sidewalk or something, they need at least a park somewhere to go.
So it is self-evident that parks and recreation make lives and communities better. Would you agree?
Yes.
Thank you very much.